Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's expert interview with Hanna Raeluoto, the HR and Administration Director at Flowhaven. Flowhaven is a workflow automation solution for partner licensing management. And as HR Director, Hanna supports Flowhaven's rapid growth with a firm foundation in people operations. Today, she's going to share some key insights into how Flowhaven hires and develops the right talent as they grow, and how the HR team helps drive collaboration and productivity across the business. Welcome, Hanna, and thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much.
So my first question is, as Flowhaven has grown so quickly, how have you been able to hire and develop the right talent at each stage of growth?
So yes, we really have been growing quickly. We were about 30 employees coming to this year globally, and we reached about 100 employees in June. So a lot of hiring did happen in H1 2021. So we have been actually really lucky with recruitment. We have been able to find the right people for our open positions, and we have seen some extremely great growth in our older employees. They have been really stepping in and taking the responsibility needed. So hiring in a scale up is always really interesting work, as you truly have to convince the audience of who you are, because you don't have this kind of a big house reputation yet. So definitely the good thing is that we are able to offer some really extraordinary growth opportunities to our employees.
And what were some of your greatest challenges with talent acquisition, and how did you work past those?
Our greatest challenge is that we operate in a really niche business sector, licensing, and then also our product has been built on top of Salesforce. So it's like a double niche. So the candidate pool in certain positions, it is very narrow. For some roles, we have just noticed that we really need those people who have that background in licensing and or Salesforce. So being able to find those specialists from the field, it is really hard as we are a new player in the field. But basically, we just overcome that challenge by working daily to keep our current team really happy and motivated, because of course our employees are our greatest brand ambassadors. So the other really important thing is that we go into every single interview with this Flowhaven attitude. So that attitude is this kind of representation of our culture and values. It shows that we really care of our people and our potential employees as individuals, that this is a place where innovation and growth and open discussion and having fun is supported. I think that in many companies, having fun at work is still not valued enough, which is really a shame, because when people have fun at work, they tend to commit more, be more open for change, and in general, just be more productive.
What are some of the other key things you've done to make Flowhaven an employer of choice? And I'm talking from both a hiring and a talent retention perspective. How have you brought the fun to Flowhaven?
We are truly investing in our people. So in this growth spurt that we are in, we really put emphasis in maintaining our great company culture. We truly believe that people have this built-in desire to really flourish, and our job as a company and as leaders is to give them the tools and the opportunity to do that. So as individual key teams, we put a lot of effort in our diversity and inclusion. We have really diverse team with gender rate almost 50-50, and we have about 23 different nationalities in the company. So this means we have an emphasis in having inclusive culture, where we can really utilize having all of these different backgrounds and experiences in the team. I always say that the best part of Flowhaven culture is the way that we are able to disagree, then really explain our point of view, and after that come to a conclusion. And for example, at the moment, we are working for even better collaboration throughout the company in strategy execution. So another thing we are really passionate about is our employee well-being. We know that working in a scale-up can be really, really demanding and exhausting. So we are constantly improving our ways of working to make sure that everyone can feel accomplished at the end of the day, so that they are able to just close their laptops and do something completely else. We talk a lot about the importance of having this quality free time, the importance of family and friends. So it's about it's about working smart instead of like working hard. So developing those skills in prioritizing and time management, because you can't get the work done by working. It will never end in a sense. And then, of course, the third thing is those growth paths. This is actually one of my favorite parts of working in a scale up, because the growth opportunities, those are pretty much endless in a way. So we create these individual growth paths for every employee based on their strengths and interests, and follow up that professional development in monthly one-on-ones. And this is not just about like these professional hard skills of like being the expert on your field, but it's also about soft skills, because like when you move up in the org chart, leading by example is super important.
Thank you. And last question, to what extent has the HR team been able to help drive collaboration and productivity across the business?
Yes, this is very interesting question, because we are actually a pretty HR driven company, at least at the moment. In a scale up, of course, it's better to never say never, but we operate so that HR, administration, and operations are under one team, because those areas are so closely tied together that they are all cross-functional. So it really makes sense to have all of those aspects in one team to have a better visibility. So basically, this means that we have our hands pretty much everything that is happening in the company. Our team's purpose is to ensure the competitive advantages by making sure that we have the right talent in the right place, working with the right tools in an inspiring and inclusive environment. So in practice, it means that we have a support system in place for the leadership, for the managers, and for the employees. Our job is to increase cross-team collaboration, to make sure that no silos are being built. We support all the leaders to be better management, to work together and share information and ideas.
Well, thank you, Hanna, for joining me today, and check out personio.com or the Personio YouTube channel for more information and interviews.